Well, hello once again. Welcome to the Tiernan Center in Richmond as we bring you North Central Conference basketball tonight on a Friday night. The Richmond Red Devils at 1-0 will take on the Anderson Indians, who come into tonight's contest at 0-2. Welcome to the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show. The Red Devils coming off a huge win over a very, well, let's put it this way, not a very good Union basketball team in their first contest. It's almost one of those games where, listen, you take the win, you move on and kind of forget about it because it really didn't do you much good, and Casey Polans will talk about that win coming up in just a few moments. On the other side of the ledger, it's an Anderson basketball team that has lost to two very good teams in Indianapolis, Pike and Fishers. We'll talk about the Indians, or at least as much as we know about the Indians, coming up in a few moments as well. We'll also check out the latest North Central Conference standings, see what is happening on a busy Friday night in high school basketball as well. When we come back, though, we're going to hear from the head coach coming up next, see what Casey has to say about this Anderson team and about that win over Union a couple of nights ago. That's coming up next. This is the pregame show right here, brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear, right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you're born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
Since 1994, Beach Automotive has provided motorists in the Richmond area with comprehensive auto repair services that include car and truck care, alignment, brakes, tires, engine, transmission, and more. You'll be hard-pressed to find the same level of expertise that our auto mechanic specialists provide. For a high-performing vehicle, trust Beach Automotive. To learn more, call 765-966-8181. Beach Automotive, 110 East Main Street, Richmond.
Big Boys Pizza is now open in Richmond, located at 1015 East Main Street, next door to the Civic Theater. The menu has great sandwiches, pasta, salads, and of course, pizza. Come dine in, carry out, or have your food delivered day or night, at home or at the office. Other locations are in Connorsville and Brookville. Bring in a sports ticket after any game and receive 10% off your purchase. Ticket must be dated for the same day as your purchase. Dine in, take out, or delivery. Big Boys Pizza. 765-488-0023.
Casey, I don't know if this is something that's happened over the last couple of years where you guys play an NCC game so early in your schedule. Is that kind of rare these days? It just seems like maybe it happened last year, too.
It's the norm now, but it's not appreciated. Yeah. When we had the Lafayette schools and we had to balance, this is what they came up with in trying to adjust all the schedules. So, yeah, now we have our second game of the year as a conference game, and it's been that way the last couple of years, and it's a little difficult, not the way we'd like to. We'd like time to really prove ourselves before we get to the ones that matter for something, you know. But it is what it is. They've got the same situation we do. So, and pretty much everybody in the conference is playing one now. So, in fact, Marion and Lafayette played played last weekend. So everybody's in the same boat.
Seems, and again, nothing you do about it, but it seems like you'd love to have a couple of games underneath your belt before you get into a conference game.
Yeah, definitely. We'd like to be a little sharper, a little crisper. That's where it's nice to have 4 seniors and the bulk of our team returning. We have some kids who know what they're doing, and it should make life a little smoother. But, when you play Anderson and you've done it before, nothing's really smooth with them because of how they play.
Yeah, no kidding. We'll talk about them coming up in just a couple of moments. Coach, you got a game under your belt. I know that when you look back at it, there wasn't really a whole lot to that contest against Union, but the nice thing is you got it and got a chance to play.
Yeah, it was nice to get something done, and it was unfortunate. Nobody knew it was going to be that way. They certainly didn't when they scheduled the game, and we certainly didn't. It just, but we got to be in the gym. We had a great crowd. We got to play in front of them. We got a chance to get a victory. You never front on those and shake some jitters and stuff off. So it was beneficial in that manner. We did get some stuff out of it. Not maybe as much as we would have liked, but it's the circumstances. It is what it is.
I'll tell you what, let's start with your returning players, and you've got a core of very solid basketball players, and that's a nice thing. As you said a little bit ago, when you have those 4 seniors plus some other players that have had that experience, it's great to have that out there.
It really is, and we've kind of been in transition a little bit the last 2 years in that we had some senior post players the year after McKenzie and Destiny left, and then last year we had young guards and young posts. We were just kind of young all around. We only had the 2 seniors, and so it's nice to get to where we have a more solid core of seniors and a little bit more depth and experience with 8 kids back from varsity last year. It makes a difference for us, and I think it'll pay off.
Braxton, when you look at her at playing guard and what she brings to you guys and her quickness and everything, I thought she played with a lot of confidence the other night.
She did, and she played last year with a torn shoulder, and that made it difficult. When you primarily use your right hand and then you can't, it made it difficult. But she showed a lot of toughness and a lot of heart in sacrificing for her team. She ended every game last year in tears, and she really stayed tough, and she stayed true to her teammates. She could have quit and had surgery at any point. Nobody would have blamed her, and she didn't. She stayed tough through it, and that mattered to her teammates. And, she's healthy now. She played really well on Tuesday, and hopefully we see more of the same tonight.
When you look at your scoring, it looks like you have pretty good balance there.
That's something I'm hoping for, because we don't, on the whole, score it really, really well. We don't have that one that we've been blessed with in a McKenzie, a Destiny, a Kim, Alexis Perkins, who can really light it up night after night. I think one night Braxton will get 20 and one night KK will get 15, and Creech may have 16 the next night, and Heaven will go for 12. And I think we've got some balance, and then we've got some freshmen with Alea Allen and Asia Orr that can help us a little bit, and hopefully we just don't rely on one person too much, and that's what better teams do,
Yeah. KK, I'll tell you what, I was watching her a lot this summer, and I thought she did extremely well and had a good summer, and that's going to benefit her in her senior year.
Yeah, I think so. And she's put in a lot of work the last couple of years playing AAU and doing things to better her game, and she's dedicated to basketball. She's committed to go to Ancilla for the next 2 years and got a scholarship for that, so we're really super excited for her with that. And, the work that she's doing is paying off.
Let's talk about Anderson now. You look at their numbers, and they haven't won a game this year, but they played 2 very good basketball teams, and you and I talked about this before. Very, very athletic team you'll see tonight.
Yes, super athletic. Probably the most athletic group, top to bottom, we'll see until we get to the regional. And that can cause some problems. They're physically strong. They're mentally tough. They're going to run hard, play hard. They don't do anything soft or slow.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a challenge for us to stay who we are. We're quick, but we're not their kind of athletes, and really never have been. Even with our quicker teams, we've never really been able to match them with that. Where we have an advantage is if we're just calm and we take care of it and we run our stuff, and we use our balance and our depth to help us out.
I would imagine you're going to expect them to press you quite a bit tonight.
Yeah, I think so. And I think they're going to be looking forward to it after playing Fishers and Pike. I think they look at us as a team that they can definitely press and put the hurt on a little bit.
Wish me luck, wish me luck. We've all said it. Thing is, life doesn't run on luck. For most people, it takes careful planning. A lot more than, say, crossing your fingers or toes. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Because as your life changes, your life insurance coverage should do the same. And when it comes to your coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Kate's Cages is the #1 indoor training facility for baseball and softball in Richmond by far. With top flight instructors, you will learn how to play the game the right way. Everything from pitching, hitting, catching, and fielding. Kate's Cages will also have the opportunity to participate in triple play fall ball, the softball academy, individual and team camps, and individual private workouts. Kate's Cages Baseball and Softball Indoor Training Facility, 1366 Rose City Boulevard. Call 993-2353 for more information.
Best One Tire and Service has been committed to our partners since 1948. With more than 250 locations in 26 states, Best One puts over 1 million tires on the road every year. Superior tires, expert service, competitive prices. Best One Tire and Service, where the best costs less.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark with Best One of Richmond. Because Best One is one of Bridgestone's largest retailers, we offer exclusive Bridgestone savings. Visit us in Richmond to save on Bridgestone tires today.
Hey, we're back at the Tiernan Center, the Red Devils and the Indians. It is the first game of the North Central Conference season. Other games tonight. Jeff is at Tech, McCutcheon is at Logansport, and Muncie Central is at Marion. The Kokomo-Harrison game postponed because of the Kokomo football team playing in the regional championship tonight. Marion, 2-1 on the season. They're 1-0 in the NCC. They did beat Harrison earlier this year. That's the only game played so far in the North Central Conference. Lafayette Jeff 2-0. Kokomo's 1-0, as is Logan, McCutcheon, and Richmond. Indianapolis Tech has had 1-1. Anderson and Muncie Central both at 0-2, and Harrison coming in at 1-1. And by the way, more games tomorrow. Richmond right back here as they'll take on a very good East Central team tomorrow. Kokomo's at West Lafayette, Marion at Wabash, and Muncie Central is at Frankton. Also, want to check out real quick what's going on in the Tri-Eastern Conference tonight, as it'll be Anderson Prep Academy at Lincoln, Batesville at Union County, Blue River is at Tri, Centerville traveling to Eastern Hancock, Delta's at Hagerstown, Franklin County at Northeastern, Seton home tonight. In fact, their game could be getting close to being over. They're playing Union City. First game for Coach Kreitz, who has taken over that program. And then Winchester's at Knightstown later. In fact, coming up tomorrow, I should say, Franklin County's at Centerville, Hagerstown, and Knightstown. Seton will travel to Lincoln, and Union City is at Randolph Southern. Right now, Winchester's at 3-0, Hagerstown, Tri, and Union City all at 1-0. Northeastern and Union County both at 1-1. Lincoln and Knightstown still looking to play their first games of the year, and Centerville is at 0-1. Mid-Eastern Conference action tonight. Blue River at Tri, Centerville at Eastern Hancock. That Monroe Central Union game is postponed because Monroe Central also playing in the regional football finals tonight. Randolph Southern home tonight against Westell. So far, Shenandoah off to a good start in the MEC. They are 4-0. Monroe Central at 1-0. Randolph Southern 2-0 with Daleville at 1-0. Westell 1-1 on the year. Eastern Hancock is 0-1. Cowan 0-2, and Union 0-3. Blue River and Wapahani still looking to play their first games of this brand new high school basketball season. As for the Anderson Indians, coming in tonight, always very quick, always very athletic, and generally always very big around the post area, because they've just got a lot of great athletes, and Richmond will certainly be tested tonight in the post game. They lose to Pike 89-39, and they lose to Fishers 57-37. Two very good basketball teams. Last year they finished at 11-13. One of those wins against against Richmond, they won it 59-50, and they won the last two against the Red Devils, including that 59-50 win 1 year ago. So it'll be Anderson and Richmond coming up in just a few moments. Stay right there as we continue right here in the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you're born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
At First Bank Richmond, we provide you with an excellent banking experience. Whether it's personal checking, savings, mortgage loans, consumer loans, retail lending, or trust and investments, you can count on First Bank Richmond. First Bank Richmond has been serving the Richmond area since 1887. For more information, give them a call at 962-2581 or go to their website at firstbankrichmond.com.
It's summertime, the kids are home, and traffic on your carpet is pretty heavy. Let Georgia Direct install stain-proof, waterproof carpet that's easy to take care of and gives your home a fresh new look. Georgia Direct has great-looking carpet, colorful tile, beautiful hardwood flooring, and more. And for the kitchen, the Georgia Direct showroom features lots of new cabinets and design ideas. Georgia Direct in Richmond, National Road East, exit 156A, just off I-70, next to Red Lobster. For price, selection, experience, and service, it's Georgia Direct.
Indiana University East is growing. Enrollment has doubled since 2007, and IU East is the university of choice in this region. With athletic programs, internship opportunities, bachelor's and master's degrees, and a growing number of degree programs on campus and online, it is easy to see why IU East is a leader on campus and in the community. Learn more about the many opportunities Indiana University East offers at iue.edu. IU. Focused on you.
Hey, this is Steve, and out of Jiffy Lube the other day, a customer came in and said, Steve, this was my 100th oil change on this car, and you've done them all.
Hi, my name is George Farrell, and I've been coming to Jiffy Lube for over 14 years. I recently just had my 100th oil change. I'd like to thank Steve Funkhauser and his staff for the great service that they've provided me over the years. Thank you to all, and I would recommend anyone to come to Jiffy Lube to get their car serviced.
Jiffy Lube, #1 in customer satisfaction for a reason.
We check them better. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle is fully inspected and reconditioned by ASE and factory-trained technicians. And each Better Buy vehicle comes with a Carfax vehicle history report, so you know you can buy a vehicle with confidence. We back them better with a 3-day satisfaction guarantee. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified comes with a 3-day or 300-mile satisfaction guarantee. If you don't like it within that 3 days or 300 miles, just bring it back and we'll exchange it for a vehicle of equal value. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile warranty. We price them better. We have dedicated individuals searching the entire country for the highest quality, lowest price vehicles for our inventory. In today's competitive market, we're constantly monitoring vehicle values to ensure that we're offering the best prices possible. We guarantee that every Wetzel Better Buy vehicle is the highest quality used car or truck around. Our reconditioning process guarantees that you are getting a vehicle as close to brand new as possible, and our warranties back that up.
Hello, my name is Kyle Schwarzkopf. I'm the manager of Kyle's National Road Auto, in business in Richmond since 1979. We employ ASE certified technicians, and we have over 80 years of experience. We work on all domestics and most European and Japanese cars. Give us a call at 966-1555. Kyle's National Road Auto Service. My name is Kyle Schwarzkopf, and I approve this message.
We're back here at the Tiernan Center in Richmond. Great to have you with us on a Friday night for high school basketball. Here's how things will stack up tonight for the Lady Tribe of Anderson. Stacia Hamilton is a 5'4" junior. She wears number 3. Erin Martin is a 5'6" sophomore wearing number 10. Alandis Hill, a 5'6" senior, number 24. Tyra Ford is a 5'6" freshman, number 30. And Tiana Ford is a 5'8" senior, number 34. So it'll be Hamilton along with Martin, Hill, Ford, as well as Ford. That's Tyra and Tiana getting the start here tonight. For the Red Devils this evening, Zoe Woolridge is a 5'8" junior. She will start for the Red Devils this evening. Braxton Hurley, a 5'7" senior, wearing number 5. Anna Creech is a 5'8" junior, number 42. Also starting tonight, Heaven Stevens, 5'6" and a senior, wearing number 11. And Kayliana Lauderdale getting the start as well. Kayliana is a 5'7" senior, wearing number 13. So again, for the Red Devils, it'll be Hurley, Stevens, along with Lauderdale, Woolridge, and Creech, the same 5 starters that went against Union just a couple of nights ago. Well, for the Red Devils, this will be a great test tonight. Another great test coming up tomorrow when they'll take on the Trojans of East Central. That's a very good basketball team. and we'll have that game for you right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports. Red Devils in their home whites. Anderson will be in their traveling red here tonight. We're ready to get this one underway. Red Devils, I think the key tonight is can't turn the ball over, and they're going to get pressed, and they're going to get pressed hard. Anderson's generally known, again, great athletes, and they'll get up and down the floor here tonight, and you know they saw plenty of good athletes when they played Pike and Fishers, and Richmond's going to play defensive on the tip here too, so they kind of know that they got to play good defense tonight, not turn the ball over. Hamilton will be at the point, the 5'4" junior. Creech, a little shove from behind. It goes out of bounds, and that was close to a foul call, or should have been against Creech. The entry pass was intended for Landis Hill down in the low post. It will be Anderson basketball. On the inbound is Hamilton. We'll find Hill working it outside now to Martin. Anderson will work it around the right wing, and again for the Red Devils, they'll go 2-3 zone and try to trap, and there'll be a turnover for the Indians. Then they try to work it inside. Generally, Anderson is not a very good perimeter shooting basketball team. That's Braxton Hurley for Lauderdale, and she throws it away as well, so rough start for both teams, each with a turnover here in the opening few minutes of play. In fact, I should say opening few seconds of plays. Now it'll be Anderson basketball. Off the right wing is Tyra Ford. They'll go entry on the high post to Martin. Ford again on the drive. Contact, no whistle. Coming up with a loose basketball, turning and shooting and missing is Hill. And then Creech with a rebound for the Red Devils. And be careful in the backcourt is Tiana Ford, the 5'8" senior. They had gotten away with a foul there as well. Lauderdale launching from three, missing in and out. And here come the Indians. The Indians are going to get a change quickly, but here's a shot on the way, no good by Hamilton. I think number 34, Tiana Ford, may have got a finger in the eye or something because she's coming out of the lineup. She had motioned to her bench that she needed to come out of the lineup at some point. I think they're going to get an official's timeout. And it may be a lost contact or a poke in that right eye. Malia Grimes will come in, a 5'9" senior wearing number 15 now for Anderson. And maybe Ford ended up just losing that contact in her eye, because sometimes those things will get stuck in the back of your eye and you got to work it out of there. So it'll be Richmond basketball, still no score. Woolridge pivots, kicks it back outside to Creech and around the perimeter into the hands of Hurley. Hurley fires and hits the three. And the Red Devils get on the board, leading it 3-0. Red Devils stay zone. Indians work it down in the baseline. And there's a steal by Hurley. Second turnover by Anderson, and then Hurley can't control it as it goes out of bounds, and each team now with 2 turnovers. Well, the Red Devils know the Indians are not a good outside shooting team. They want to try to score as much as they can on the fast break. Here's Tyra Ford. Ball loose, stolen away again by Hurley. Hurley, 2 to beat, drives and can't get it to go, and will go to the line for 2. Well, you heard Coach talk about it in the pregame, that Hurley not dealing with the injured shoulder as much this year as she was a year ago, as Tyra Ford will pick up her first. And here is Braxton Hurley at the line. 6:20 to go in the opening period. And the Red Devils lead at 3-0. That free throw is missed. Good crowd on hand here on a Friday night for Richmond girls basketball. The second free throw's on the way and good, and Hurley with all 4 Richmond points. And the Red Devils off to a 4-0 lead. It will be interesting, too, to see how deep the Red Devils go into their bench. They've got some youngsters down there. There's another turnover. Anderson with their 3rd turnover. Lauderdale got away with a travel. No, she did not. And Richmond now 2 times in a row able to get something going off a turnover just to give it right back, as Woolridge comes out. And into the Red Devil lineup will be number 12, Kiara Wright. Back in the lineup for the Indians, they will come with Tiana Ford, the 5'8" senior. So the Indians now 4 minutes without a point here in the opening period of play. Here is Tyra Ford driving, missing badly. Offensive rebound, put back, no, and that's why Tiana Ford is in there for rebounding purposes, a 5'8 senior. And will go to the line for 2. Foul's going to be called on Creech. Anna will pick up her first, and the Indians finally get on the board. Out of the lineup will be Tyra Ford, and checking in will be Desiree Barnes, a 5'3" senior. Second free throw is missed, rebounded by Wright. So now the Red Devils with a 3-point lead. Indians really extending that defense, trying to pressure the basketball out front. Here's Hurley on the drive. And there's another turnover by Richmond. They get Heaven Stevens. Started to make that move before putting the ball down on the floor. And the Red Devils now with their 4th turnover here in the opening period of play. 2-3 zone for Richmond once again. We mentioned Barnes in the ball game off the right wing. Nice drive, feed down, low bucket, good by Tiana Ford. 4-3. That's a great feed that time by the guard out front. And Richmond again unable to hold on to the basketball. 5 turnovers here in the opening period. By the way, that assist was Aaron Martin, the 5'6 sophomore. Heaven Stevens coming out of the lineup. The Red Devils bringing in junior Kelsey Mullins. Kelsey, a 5'3" point guard out front. Anderson, good ball movement, and Hurley gets the block off the shot by Barnes. 5:01 remaining. Well, you see that quickness out front by Braxton Hurley. She's going to cause a lot of problems. Here's a shot on the way. That's way off the mark again as Hamilton unable to hit the 3. And the Red Devils get the basketball back with 4:53 remaining here in period 1. So far, it's all Tiana Ford with 3 and Braxton Hurley with 4. Creech, she can hit that outside shot. Indians know it, so they'll come cover up at the left wing. Here's Wright. Now Mullins looking left, goes that way to Lauderdale. Here's Creech in the corner. Misses that shot from about 15. Here come the Indians back the other way. Here's Martin across the timeline, working it right side to Hamilton. That three-pointer's no good. Offensive rebound, Tiana Ford. Put back, no. Another offensive rebound. This putback is going to be missed by Alandis Hill. Another offensive rebound again by Ford, and this time gets fouled. And there's about 4 offensive rebounds in a row by the Anderson Indians before they'll go to the free throw line. We just mentioned they'll be strong down in the low post. Red Devils will have to come back now with Zoe Woolridge as the foul will be called against Kiera Wright. Her first. And the free throw's up and good by Ford. We are now tied at 4 apiece. Evan Stevens back in as well for the Red Devils. Second free throw's missed. Rebounded by Hurley. Hurley on the dribble. Now we'll take it to the baseline and steps out of bounds. Another turnover by Richmond. That's number 6 on the Red Devils here in the opening period of play. And that is a huge concern for Richmond. Now the Indians have a chance to take the lead here in the opening quarter. Hamilton across the timeline. I think another player has checked in for the Indians. I'll take that back. That's going to be Martin who turns it over. Here is Hurley on the drive, left it short. Woolridge with a rebound. Here's Wright on the wing. Kicks it now to Woolridge. Driving, missing long, and we've got a traveling call after Wright fell to the floor. Nope, that's going to be Woolridge. 7 turnovers now by the Red Devils. And a change again for Richmond as Hurley comes out. Wright will come out. So now they're going to move Heaven Stevens down on the 1 forward spot. Mullins and Lauderdale out front at the two guard positions. Here's Hamilton. Martin on the drive, feeds inside, turnover Anderson. That's their fifth. Here's Lauderdale on the drive. Lauderdale gets fouled on the way up, and she will go to the line for two. Alandis Hill picks up the foul. That's going to be her first. It has not been a pretty game so far, and here's one player. If the Red Devils plan on winning this one here tonight, it's Kayliana Lauderdale. Got to get her going, and first free throw's missed. 3:22 remaining here in quarter number one. Lauderdale back in for number two. That one is on the way and good. So Lauderdale on the board, and the Red Devils take a 1-point lead. Indians quickly get up the floor. Here's Hamilton on the drive with the left hand. Looks to feed inside. Ball is loose. Anderson able to keep it, and then they promptly throw it out of bounds again. That'll be Aaron Martin on the turnover pass intended for Tiana Ford. Indians trying to play this game as up-tempo as they can, but appears at least at the moment getting a little bit ahead of themselves. Red Devils want to play a little slower tempo. Here's Creech to Stevens, top of the key. One dribble, gives it off now to Woolridge. On the wing to Lauderdale, drives with the left hand, shot on the way, no good. Rebounded by Barnes, and the Indians out on the run. This is their game right here. That's off the glass and good by Hill. That's what the Indians like to do. When you don't have a good perimeter game, in a half-court game that works real well, that's what they've always done, is get the ball down the floor. Red Devils basketball. Here's Stevens. Dribbles in the corner, lost it, gets it to Creech, one dribble, and the Red Devils turn it over yet another time. That's 8 turnovers now for Richmond. Pass was intended for Lauderdale, and the Red Devils give it back. Here comes Braxton Hurley back in, and Heaven Stevens quickly will exit the lineup. So right now the Red Devils only going 2 off their bench. And it'll be Anderson basketball. Hamilton, cross-court pass to Barnes. Throws it inside, intended for Tiana Ford. And right now, everybody's in the giving mood. 8 turnovers by Richmond, 7 turnovers by Anderson. The Indians will make a change. Here's Tyra Ford back in. And Alandis Hill will take a seat. So a freshman coming in for a senior. And it'll be Red Devil basketball. Shannon Cleckley, the head coach for the Indians, trying to find a combination that'll work, as are the Red Devils here in the opening quarter. 1:54 remaining. Woolridge will find Mullins. Sweeps it left side. Here is Hurley for 3 off the back of the rim. The battle for the rebound won by Lauderdale. Took it away from Tiana Ford. Cross-court pass, quick touch pass inside, intended for Woolridge from Hurley. Stolen away. Another turnover by the Red Devils. Layup good by Hamilton. Red Devils now 9 turnovers here in the opening period of play, and now trail it 8-5. Now the Indians have gone zone. They were man-to-man earlier. They now have gone zone, a little 3-2 zone. Hurley with the basketball at the elbow. Dumps it down in the corner to Lauderdale. Takes a look and kicks it back outside again to Hurley. Hurley will find Mullins. Mullins is generally not an outside scoring threat. This is an outside scoring threat. That's Lauderdale for 3. You got to make sure you find Lauderdale, and good hustle as Wright has that one go out of bounds here on the near side. In fact, right in front of the Richmond bench. Red Devils make changes again, and for the first time, Alea Allen will come in, a 5'10 freshman. And the Red Devils also bring Wright back into the lineup, Kiera Wright. 49 seconds to go here in the quarter. With the basketball is Tyra Ford, and that's going to be an offensive foul. And another turnover for the Indians. Tyra Ford will pick up her second foul. Turnover number 8 for the Indians, and we're down to the final 46 seconds of the opening quarter. A combined 17 turnovers here in the first quarter. You see Casey Polans right there at the bottom right of your screen. Looks like the Red Devils will go ahead and play for one. Anderson stays in a zone. Now they're going to go man-to-man now, but really playing off as Hurley loses the basketball at midcourt, regains possession. Hurley drives, feeds inside, intended for Allen, and a turnover by Richmond, and then a foul be called on Lauderdale. Lauderdale picks up her first. And boy, the Red Devils, 10 turnovers, 14 seconds remaining in this opening quarter. The Indians will undoubtedly try to play for one right here. But boy, you can really hurry them up. On the drive, the kick, that one in the air, stolen away. Here's Allen, 1 second to go, and that will do it. A turnover to finish out the quarter. We will head to period number 2. It was not pretty in the first North Central Conference game of the year. The Red Devils and the Indians tied at 8. This is Richmond Basketball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Hi, this is Steve Funkhauser, and I was talking to someone the other day about how friendly and professional the crew at Jiffy Lube is, and they said, "You are always so upbeat. I'm going to call you Mr. Positive." And so now I am Mr. Positive. And I want you to know how proud I am of you and that you are doing a great job today. And hey, do something nice for somebody. Make somebody smile. Smiles are contagious, you know. I want you to have a great day and the horse you rode in on. Jiffy Lube. Fast, friendly, professional. I'm Mr. Positive, and I approve this message.
Well, the Red Devils will have to do something to cut down on the turnovers. 8 turnovers. I take that back. 8 points, 10 turnovers in the opening period of play. So Casey Polans and his staff have their work cut out for them here tonight. Anderson not a whole lot better. 9 turnovers in that opening period of play. By the way, Allen stays in. She'll play in that high post. Creech is in. Wright is in. And then we'll keep Lauderdale and Hurley in the lineup for Richmond. Double high screen at the top now for Hurley. Hurley comes off the top. We'll feed it now to Lauderdale. Lauderdale, the three-pointer off the back of the rim. Anderson had the rebound, but then it goes out of bounds. Not a turnover. I don't think it was a full possession by the Indians. So Richmond will inbound on the baseline. Here is Hurley. Hurley driving, throwing up the shot, will not go. Ball tipped. Allen comes away with it, and then a travel out front called against Kiara Wright. And Richmond now with 11 turnovers in the first half. Change for the Indians, they brought in Lexi Farrer, a 5'10 senior, playing down in the low post, and Malia Grimes is in, a 5'9 senior as well. Indians basketball, they work it around the perimeter. Hamilton feeds it down to Farrer. Farrer turns, may have gotten away with a travel. Offensive rebound, and give that to Malia Grimes. And we're going to go to the free throw line, and Richmond being beaten on the boards here in the first half. Wait and see who they officially call that foul on, is now Malia Grimes will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. By the way, that foul was called on Anna Creech. That is her second, and the Red Devils can't afford to lose Creech, your best rebounder. First free throw missed by Grimes. Second one is on the way and good as that one rattles the rim, and the Indians have now taken a 1-point lead. Anderson showing a little light press that time as Lauderdale will find Creech at the top of the key. Right at the left elbow. Down the lane and in the backdoor cut. It would have worked, but the pass would have been off the mark intended for Braxton Hurley. And Richmond turns it over again. That is now 12 turnovers in the first half. And that was a number we said when you speak of a key number, the Red Devils got to keep that very, very low if they're going to win here tonight. Turnaround shot, no good on the baseline by Hamilton. And it goes off of Wright. It'll stay with the Indians. Casey thought that it was touched by an Anderson player. The outside official said no. Hamilton coming out of the lineup for the Indians, and there's your reversal. They went to the near side official, not the far side, and so it goes over to the Red Devils. Woolridge coming back in. Clock is at 6:46 to go. That is Hurley across the timeline. Creech coming out and throwing it away. Hurley, miscommunication with someone underneath. I don't know if that was Wright, who she intended that pass to go to, and the Indians give it right back. Allen with the steal. 10 turnovers for Anderson, 13 for Richmond. .6:16 to go here in the quarter. Low pass again by Lauderdale. 14th turnover. Indians on the run the other way. Bucket is good. That'll be Tyra Ford. And Tyra will go to the line to attempt to complete the three-point play. 6:08 remaining in the quarter. Foul's going to be on Kiera Wright. That's going to be her second. Hill coming out of the lineup as well for Richmond. Free throws on the way and no good. Rebound by Wright, who just picked up her second foul. So now the Red Devils trail it by 3. And here is Hurley across the timeline. Hurley with a left-hand dribble. Now will spin with it once again. Looks to give it up, does so to Stevens. Stevens drives, misses the layup. Rebound Indians, and the Indians on the run. Here they come again on the drive. Bucket good by Tyra Ford. And Richmond's going to need a timeout. We will keep it here for this timeout. And to remind you that tonight's game is brought to you in part by Richmond area Subways. Each day of the week you can get a different 6-inch sub with no artificial flavors or colors, only $3.50. Every Monday it's the sweet onion chicken teriyaki, Wednesday the turkey breast, and Friday the tuna. Treat yourself at Subway. 4 locations in Richmond and Hagerstown. Subway, eat fresh. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Red Devils trail it by 5. That is the biggest deficit of the night for the Red Devils, and Richmond has yet to score in this second quarter. A 5-0 run put together by the Indians, but boy, Richmond with 14 turnovers. That's really the key right now for Richmond. They've got to find a way to hold on to the basketball. Braxton Hurley at the point for the Red Devils. Here's Lauderdale on the drive, feeds out front, turns it over again. That's 15. Stolen away, layup good again by Tyra Ford. 7 points by Ford, all coming in the quarter, and the Red Devils nearly turned it over again. Richmond right now the Indians have a chance here to go full court press, and another turnover by Richmond. That's number 16. The turn, the shot, Hamilton missing. Ball tipped by Hurley into the hands of Zoe Woolridge. Woolridge nearly lost it across the timeline. Lauderdale, a weak pass, finally into the hands of Hurley. Red Devils now have gone 3 minutes without scoring in this quarter. Woolridge swings it right side to Lauderdale. Lauderdale looking for the screen from Woolridge. Nothing there. Good job by Hamilton stepping up on top of that screen. Here is Hurley driving, missing as she goes to the floor. No contact. Back the other way. Indians on the run. Outside shot on the way. 3-pointers no good by Martin. Offensive rebound by Tiana Ford missing. Another offensive board by Hill, and yet another one. Here's a layup, good, and the foul will be called as Hamilton scores, and Richmond cannot get an offensive rebound. There was another instance where it had to have been 4 offensive rebounds for the Indians, and they're just beating Richmond on the boards, and Richmond turning the basketball over way too much. Hamilton with 4. And to the free throw line. Can't get it to go. And a battle for the loose basketball. Mullins comes away with it for Richmond. Red Devils down by 9 here in the second period of play. Richmond still hasn't scored, almost 4 minutes into the quarter. Mullins double teamed out front. And the ball is loose. And another turnover by Richmond. That's number 17. Here's Hamilton down the lane. Feeds it off. Bucket good. And that'll be Tiana Ford. Ford now with 6 points, and the Red Devils down by 11, and the Red Devils need another timeout. They have now used 2 timeouts. We will come back on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Richmond trailing this one by 11.
Little Sheba's Restaurant and Zini's Place. Come join us in Richmond at 175 Fort Wayne Avenue or at our newest location in Centerville at 129 East Main Street. Grab one of our gourmet pizzas, a deluxe sandwich, steak or fresh salad, and an ice-cold beer or your favorite wine. Featuring live music every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday, plus more in our smoke-free environment. 10% discount with a valid student ID. It's better than being home.
It is all Anderson in this second quarter. They've outscored the Red Devils 11-0. Richmond is just fallen apart here in the quarter. So now it'll be Hurley. Right with the drive, and there's a blocking foul. This will be on Tiana Ford. That will be her first. Boy, Richmond, you generally don't go in these long scoring droughts, and the inbounds pass stolen away. There is turnover number 18 on Richmond. Indians on the run again, and boy, that's too easy. That was just an uncontested layup by Ford. And Tyra Ford with 8 points all in the quarter. Red Devils back the other way. Will they end the drought? Yes. The three-pointer by Kiara Wright, or was that Woolridge? It's Wright. Finally, Richmond gets on the board here in the quarter. Kiara with the three-pointer, and boy, I tell you what, that went over almost 5 minutes. Ball loose on the floor, scramble for the loose basketball, and we've got a foul call on Heaven Stevens. Stevens will pick up her first. That's going to be team foul number 7. So the Indians will go to the line for the 1 and bonus. But they're not a very good free throw shooting team. But they've shot a whole lot more free throws than Richmond right now at 3:06 to go here in period 2. Free throws on the way, and it's no good. Rebound by Wright. Red Devils trail it by 10 with 3 minutes remaining. Hurley crossed the timeline, drives, and a whistle and a foul. This may be a Landis Hill. It'll be team foul number 5 now on the Indians. Mullins back in for Richmond. It's Hill picking up number 2. Evan Stevens leaving the Richmond lineup, coming out Landis Hill with those 2 fouls. And Malia Grimes coming back in for Anderson. Ball tipped away, another turnover by Richmond. That's 19, and back the other way, another layup by Tyra Ford. It is no mystery. If you can't hold on to the basketball, you're going to lose a lot of basketball games, and right now, Richmond is just turning the ball over way too much. On the drive, Hurley thought she was fouled, picked up inside by Creech, can't get the shot to go, and somehow the shortest player on the floor, Kelsey Mullins, was able to come away with it and will go to the line. Richmond with 19 turnovers and just 11 points. Here's Mullins. Foul's going to be called, by the way, on Malia Grimes. And Richmond missing a free throw. And when you're behind and struggling, you've got to hit free throws. Mullins will get another one. 2:34 remaining. Second free throw is good. And the Red Devils down by 11. Richmond will eventually, if they can't get something going, will have to come out of this zone. Here is 3-second call, and they got Malia Grimes in there too long. Turnover number 11 on the Indians. But it'll give the Indians a chance to set up their full court press. Here is Hurley across the timeline. Hurley driving, and it'll be on the floor. But it will be team foul number 7, so Braxton will go to the line. So it took nearly 5 minutes for Richmond to score here in the second quarter. Desiree Barnes coming back in for the Indians as Tiana Ford just picked up her third. Take that back, Tyra Ford picked up her third. And at the line, Braxton Hurley for the one and bonus. 2:15 remaining. Free throw no good, and the ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Richmond basketball. Now, Casey said it in the pregame that Richmond's not a huge scoring basketball team. So that's why they can't afford to make the mistakes they made here tonight as Aaron Martin checks back in for the Indians. Here's Creech. Creech spins, may have gotten away. No, I was going to say the official got it right there, but it looked like at first he wasn't going to call it. 20 turnovers now by Richmond in the first half. 2:09 remaining. Indians again will work it to Hamilton. Here's Martin at the top, and that'll be Tiana Ford. The drive, the feed, and it goes right between the legs of Desiree Barnes and out of bounds, and there is 12 turnovers now by Anderson. The Indians again will have a chance to set up their full court press, and getting a hand on it is Tiana Ford. Boy, in a situation like that, you've got to move to the basketball. See what the Red Devils try to set up right here. Indians want to try to trap in the corner. Good job by Hurley faking and then taking off. Hurley on the drive, hits that one off the bottom of the rim. Ball loose. Indians come away with it. Hurley trailing the play. In fact, the Indians have numbers the other way. Bucket good by Martin. That's a heck of a play by Aaron Martin. And the Indians now lead it by 13. Allen will come back in as Lauderdale drives and scores. Lauderdale now with 6. But the Red Devils will go to Allen, the freshman. 1:15 remaining. And that'll be a travel. They got Stasia Hamilton, number 13. Creech coming out. Of course, Creech will sit down with those 2 fouls. So the freshman Allen is in. And she'll be matched up against the senior Tiana Ford. Good look at Hurley. Looking to double team in the trap by the Indians. They have Hamilton there. They have Martin there. Here's Lauderdale. Got hit on the arm, no whistle. And turning and missing the shot, but it was Allen who got the offensive rebound. Boy, it sure looked like Kayleana Lauderdale got hit on the arm on that shot, but the official apparently didn't see it. Here is Allen at the line. And the first one's on the way in good. Just a freshman. By the way, that foul was called on Desiree Barnes. She picked up her first. Mullins out. Heaven Stevens back in with 59.1 seconds remaining. Second free throw is on the way. It is good. So Allen closing the gap now to 9. Indians basketball. I don't think they can hold it for 1, and that kind of proves it right there. They will let you back in a basketball game. 25-16, Richmond Here's Lauderdale. Richmond trailing by 9. Lauderdale will find Allen. Allen with a crossover to the right. Gets fouled, no whistle, and then turns it over. Indians come back with it once again, and then they give it back. Hurley with a steal. Here's Hurley against Hamilton. Lauderdale sets, fires, and misses short. She was not set complete. And that's going to be a turnover back the other way, as unable to keep that one under control is Martin. 16 turnovers by Anderson, 21 by Richmond. Here is Hurley, and a quick foul called against Barnes. Barnes will pick up number 2, and Braxton Hurley at the line for the 1 and bonus, and Braxton has struggled from the free throw line here tonight. 1 for 3. This is her second 1 and bonus opportunity. Woolridge in and Wright is out. 23 seconds to go before halftime. Hurley's free throw is good. Well, at least Richmond keeping the score respectable after they had gone nearly 5 minutes without scoring in this quarter. Second free throw is good. It will be all about finding a way to not turn the ball over as Richmond goes a little half-court zone trap, and they force the turnover again. Indians weren't ready for it. Lauderdale scores, and Richmond has closed the gap to 5. As I said, they'll let you back in the ball game, and they're going to get Lauderdale on the reach. Thought she got the steal from Hamilton, and Lauderdale picks up her second. So we will go back to the free throw line. They'll get Lauderdale out of there. So Lauderdale has 2, Wright has 2, and Creech with 2. Stacia Hamilton at the line. 0 for 1. Make it 0 for 2. Battle for the loose basketball, and Woolridge goes down, and Woolridge is hurt, and that's going to end, I believe, the first half of play. And Woolridge went down and went down hard, and hopefully she'll be okay, as that will do it for the first half. It has been a turnover-filled first half so far. And on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Anderson 25 and Richmond 20. We will come back in just a few moments with your halftime update. Stay right there. This is Richmond Girls Basketball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
For the past 35 years, Van Vliet Insurance has built a reputation of bringing a personal touch. That's because at Van Vliet, it's all about you, your needs, your life, and our town. Along with providing quality coverage to individuals, families, and local businesses, we're proud of our community and the opportunity we have to protect your future within it. Van Vliet Insurance, an Erie Insurance representative. Hometown professionals at work for you.
Mancino's is family-friendly, serving fresh grinders, pizza, pasta, and salads daily. They serve great food priced for family budgets. And whether it's one of their homemade grinders, salads, or pizza, there's sure to be something for everyone in your family. Our baking process may cost a little more and take more time, but the end result of freshness and flavor make the real difference in all of Mancino's award-winning products. Mancino's of Richmond. Give them a call at 966-1161 or go to their website, Mancino'sofRichmond.com. New Vision Sports is a training program that focuses on the training and improvement of the serious-minded athlete, including all ages and skill levels. From creating customized workout plans to providing ongoing motivation and support, New Vision strives to help you achieve your training goals. Their trainers use a variety of effective workout plans based on your specific goals. New Vision Sports, 977-5831, or go to their website, newvisionsports.com. That's New Vision Sports with a Z.
As an internet service provider, Parallax Systems offers reliable residential high-speed internet service and business service. With a fiber backbone reaching over 150 miles, we have created a multifaceted delivery system. Our dark fiber leasing has proved beneficial to public and private sectors alike. Parallax serves Wayne County and surrounding areas. Parallax Systems, when speed matters, a division of Richmond Power and Light.
The Purdue Polytechnic Institute in Richmond is part of a statewide network that offers the same technology degrees available in West Lafayette. The benefit of earning your degree at the Richmond location is that the campus is small enough to provide you with dedicated one-to-one attention while you earn your degree from Purdue University. Purdue Polytechnic of Richmond. Give them a call at 973-8228 or go to their website for more information at polytechnic.purdue.edu.
At the Reed Orthopedic Center, our physicians and support team devote themselves to helping you return to a healthy and active lifestyle. Our expertise includes shoulder, elbow, foot, ankle, hand, wrist, hip, and knee injuries, as well as pain management and rehabilitation and school athletic training programs and sports medicine. We are committed to providing you with the best possible orthopedic treatment that we can. To request an appointment at the Reed Orthopedic Center, call 765-935-8905.
Our community. It's where we live. It's where we work. It's where we play. At West End Bank, we're not just in the community, we're a part of the community. And that's why we support over 100 programs for local nonprofits and schools, including our financial literacy program that positively impacts countless students throughout the area. You bank locally, so we give back locally to watch people grow with endless possibilities.
Well, we're back at the Tiernan Center, and undoubtedly it has been a little bit of an ugly first half as Richmond trails it 25-20. Richmond, the turning point in this game after an 8-8 tie at the end of the first period was that Richmond went nearly 5 minutes without scoring in that second quarter, though they eventually got into double figures with 12. But then Anderson had built a double-digit lead, and the Red Devils were just turning the ball over left and right. They finished with 21 turnovers at the end of the first half, and that's a huge, huge number. We talked about it in the pregame. Red Devils cannot turn the basketball over tonight, and that's exactly what they did, at least they've done so far in the first half of play. Anderson, by the way, they've turned the ball over a lot here tonight as well. They have 17 turnovers. You know they're going to turn the ball over a lot. That's just the kind of style of basketball that they play, but Richmond has not taken advantage of all of those turnovers, so that's why you see Richmond trailing here, though it could have been worse. Again, Richmond was able to come back and at least survive the remaining part of that first half after getting off to such a bad start, but still they got to find a way to play better here in the second half. Here are the first half numbers real quick scoring-wise for the Anderson Indians. Tyra Ford finished with 10, all coming in that second quarter, and if I'm not mistaken, all of those coming on layups. 4 points by Hamilton, Martin with 2, Hill with 2, Ford with 6, that's Tiana Ford with 6, and Malia Grimes with a single point in the first half. For the Red Devils, they were led by Kayleana Lauderdale with 8, Braxton Hurley with 6, 3 points by Kiera Wright. Alea Allen finished with 2, and Kelsey Mullins finished with a single point in the first half of play. But again, the big number, 21 turnovers by the Red Devils in the first half. Tonight's game being brought to you in part by Jason Wise of Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group. He has an idea for an alternative fundraiser for your school, group, or nonprofit. If you list, buy, or refer a customer and mention this promotion, he will donate 10% of what he makes on the transaction to the school, group, or nonprofit of your choice in your name. Tell your friends, family, colleagues to mention this offer when listing with Jason Wise at Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group. Give him a call at 969-3400. We will come back. Second half action is coming up in just a few moments. The Red Devils trail it on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, 25-20.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you were born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Since 1994, Beach Automotive has provided motorists in the Richmond area with comprehensive auto repair services that include car and truck care, alignment, brakes, tires, engine, transmission, and more. You'll be hard-pressed to find the same level of expertise that our auto mechanic specialists provide. For a high-performing vehicle, trust Beach Automotive. To learn more, call 765-966-8181. Beach Automotive, 110 East Main Street, Richmond.
Big Boys Pizza is now open in Richmond, located at 1015 East Main Street, next door to the Civic Theater. The menu has great sandwiches, pasta, salads, and of course, pizza. Come dine in, carry out, or have your food delivered day or night, at home or at the office. Other locations are in Connorsville and Brookville. Bring in a sports ticket after any game and receive 10% off your purchase. Ticket must be dated for the same day as your purchase. Dine in, take out, or delivery, Big Boys Pizza. 765-488-0023.
I got this.
I got this.
I got this.
At Harrington Hogue, we believe your life belongs to you. That's why we work hard to make sure that your insurance coverage is the last thing you have to worry about. So when it comes to keeping you protected,
We got this.
Kate's Cages is the #1 indoor training facility for baseball and softball in Richmond by far. With top flight instructors, you will learn how to play the game the right way. Everything from pitching, hitting, catching, and fielding. Kate's Cages will also have the opportunity to participate in triple play fall ball, the softball academy, individual and team camps, and individual private workouts. Kate's Cages Baseball and Softball Indoor Training Facility, 1366 Rose City Boulevard. Call 993-2353 for more information.
Best One Tire and Service has been committed to our partners since 1948. With more than 250 locations in 26 states, Best One puts over 1 million tires on the road every year. Superior tires, expert service, competitive prices. Best One Tire and Service, where the best costs less.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark with Best One of Richmond. Because Best One is one of Bridgestone's largest retailers, we offer exclusive Bridgestone savings. Visit us in Richmond to save on Bridgestone tires today.
Well, the Red Devils, let's see what adjustments will be made to cut down on the turnovers here in the second half. As the Red Devils trail it by 5. I think they're right now probably thankful they're only down by 5. A better basketball team, at least a better shooting team than Anderson. The Red Devils may have been in big trouble. So here we go, second half. I want to remind you that all our scores and everything will be on the sports page bright and early tomorrow morning. Boy, college basketball getting away big time today, both the men and the women. IU, Purdue, Butler, Notre Dame, Ball State all in action. I will have the high school regionals scoreboard for you as well. Here's Barnes, throws it away. 18 turnovers now for the Indians. This is Hurley on the drive, and boy, she got away with a walk right there, but the rebound off the missed shot by Tyra Ford, and then a foul. If they got Lauderdale, that's going to be her third, and I think it is. That's a tough one there for the Red Devils, as Lauderdale just picks up number 3, so your leading scorer will have to come to the bench. And that'll bring in Mullins. Hamilton in the backcourt will be joined by Barnes. Entry pass underneath. That was Tiana Ford. She thought she got fouled off the rebound and the miss by Landis Hill. And Richmond may have a injured player again. This time it is Heaven Stevens, may have taken a shot to the chops. Tonight's game being brought to you in part by Richmond area Subways. Each day of the week, you can get a different 6-inch sub with no artificial flavors or colors, only $3.50. Every Tuesday, it's the oven-roasted chicken. Thursday, the Italian BMT. And Saturday, the Black Forest ham. Treat yourself at Subway. 4 locations in Richmond and Hagerstown. Subway. Eat fresh. Well, they'll bring Stevens out. So the Red Devils lose another player as Wright coming in. Richmond very big right now, and that's off the leg of Woolridge and out of bounds. Richmond with another turnover. That's 22. That's a pretty good pass, though, by Creech. As the Red Devils playing that time a little bit quicker than they wanted to. So now the Indians look to attack inside again. Shot on the way. That's off the mark by Hill. And the Red Devils come away with it. Back the other way. Here is the pass outside to Mullins from Woolridge. Now it'll be Creech. Short-range jumper, good. So the Red Devils right back in it, down 25-22. Indians try to work it inside again, and they will do so. That's off the mark again by Tiana Ford. And we have a jump ball. That'll be Richmond basketball. So now Richmond a chance to get right back now to tying this ball game with a 3. By the way, Indiana losing to Indiana State 67-39. Ouch. There's a drive by Wright, goes out of bounds, last touched by Tiana Ford. Archie Miller not getting off to a good start down in Bloomington. They'll be ready to throw him out of town now. Here is Hurley. Hurley double dribbled and then regains possession. And here come the Indians after the rebound. Here's Hamilton. Hamilton feeds inside, and going out of bounds is Landis Hill. And well, I'll tell you what, we ought to just keep score on the turnovers. 19 now by Anderson, 22 by Richmond. And this is what you would consider some pretty ugly basketball right now. Hurley across the timeline. Here's Woolridge at the left elbow. Creech posting up down low and then turns it over. Stolen away by Tyra Ford, and Ford misses the layup. And then Richmond gives it right back. Bucket good and a foul. Back-to-back turnovers by Richmond, and this time it was Tyra Ford with the steal and the putback. And the Red Devils now trail at 27-22. Woolridge picks up the foul. That's her first. I'm not sure that Casey has many answers coming off that bench, though he's going to come back now with Allen. And here is Ford. Free throw is good. 4 of those turnovers. Here is Hurley on the drive to the baseline, and that'll be a foul. .5:16 remaining. Hurley to the line. This will be a 2-shot. Nope, they're going to say it's on the floor, so we'll take that away. Right inbounding on the baseline. Down by 6. Mullins at midcourt against Barnes. Mullins Picks up her dribble, and boy, the Indians coming out playing very close man-to-man. They're not giving a whole lot of room right now. Hurley on the drive, feeds it out, intended for Wright, goes behind her, and Richmond with their 25th turnover. Heaven Stevens will come back in. So now the Indians will try to get that lead back to 10. They had a double figures in the first half. Here's Barnes losing the basketball. Stevens on the floor, can't get it away from Hamilton. Now it's Hamilton between the circles. Here's Tiana Ford, ball tipped in the air, still loose. Ford able to come back with it, and then a foul on Richmond. It's either going to be Allen or it's going to be Woolridge. It will be Allen, I believe. So Allen picks up her first. Indians basketball, shot from the corner, go to three-pointer, and this will be a three by Barnes. And I think the Red Devils, well, the hand net got caught up on the rim. I thought maybe Richmond might want to call a timeout right there. By the way, Barnes, that's her first basket. So now the Red Devils down by 9. Here's Mullins. Jumper. That's going to be a two-point basket by Mullins, and boy, the Red Devils needed that. Back down to a 7-point lead for the Indians. They're going to go right back inside, and then the kick out. Here's the pull-up shot, no good by Hill. Another offensive rebound by the Indians, and they've just simply dominated the boards here tonight, and Anderson is going to get the timeout. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Red Devils trail at 31-24.
At First Bank Richmond, we provide you with an excellent banking experience. Whether it's personal checking, savings, mortgage loans, consumer loans, retail lending, or trust and investments, you can count on First Bank Richmond. First Bank Richmond has been serving the Richmond area since 1887. For more information, give them a call at 962-2581 or go to their website at firstbankrichmond.com.
By the way, quick note in that Indiana State game, a former Red Devil Devin Thomas has 10 points and 3 rebounds for the Sycamores. Devin went the JC route and built himself up a little bit, got the academics taken care of, and now he's doing the job at Indiana State. Indians basketball following the timeout. Hurley, quick hands, knocks it out of bounds. I'm not sure that the Indians are the kind of team that can hold on to the basketball very long. Their head coach may have said, let's try to work the ball around the perimeter, and for head coach Shannon Cleckley, I'm sure he's not happy. His team almost threw the ball away right there. I think their assistant coach there is Hurley with a takeaway. Hurley the other way will be fouled, and that foul against Martin. 20 turnovers now by the Indians. So Hurley goes to the line. Hurley's free throw is good. Braxton now with 7. Second free throw at 3:43 remaining in the quarter. The Red Devils still just kind of hanging around here. Braxton and Lauderdale with 8 points apiece. Here's a long-range three. That's no good by Hamilton. And the rebound by Creech. May not have been the shot the Indians were looking for. And there is a turnover again as Hurley, intended for Woolridge, throws it over her head and out of bounds. And the Red Devils now with their 26th turnover. Coming up on the 3-minute mark here in the third quarter. Indians basketball once again. Here's Hamilton on the right wing. Barnes, entry pass, and a foul call from behind. They're going to get Woolridge for number 2. Boy, you have a big body like Tiana Ford, who's 5'8", and it's awful hard to get around her in that low post area. Wright is in, Stevens in, Woolridge coming out, Mullins coming out. Entry pass again intended for Tiana Ford. Able to pick it up off the floor and lay it in. She's not been effective in this quarter. That's her first 2 points, but the Red Devils now trail it by 7, 3 minutes remaining. Here is Creech. How about this? Creech working the point. Creech will drive, double team. Off now to Allen on the wing. Here's Hurley. Hurley tried to get the step on Hamilton. Ball loose, picked up by Hurley in the corner. Hurley for 3, way short. Ball loose in the lane, and it's going to be picked up by Martin in a jump ball, and it'll stay with the Indians. .238 to go. Hamilton quickly underneath. Nice pass to Tiana Ford, and then she threw it right at the feet of her teammate, Landis Hill. Here's the kick out to Hamilton for 3. That's a big bucket by Hamilton. And the Red Devils now trail it by 10. Here's the trap put on by the Indians. Stevens turns, will find Wright. Right underneath to Allen. Layup good. Allen with 4. And that's how you beat the trap right there, is get the ball down the floor quickly. 1:54 to go. Lob pass underneath to Tiana Ford. Missed the layup. Rebound Creech. Here is Stevens. Stevens, not a point guard, wants to give it up, does so to Creech. Now to Hurley. 1:40 to go. Hurley on the wing. Allen cuts to the low post. Hurley will bring it back out on the wing, and then Hurley's going to fire it and miss it badly, and the rebound by Stacia Hamilton. Hamilton lead pass. Indians running the floor, and missing the layup is Martin. And then Martin commits a double negative, as we call it. Reaching in and committing the foul. And we will see Asia Orr come in, a 5'4" freshman for the Red Devils. Braxton Hurley will sit down. And if they know that Orr is a freshman, they'll come right at her. Stacia Hamilton will be guarding Orr. As Creech inbounding, turnover Richmond. And here is another 3 on the way, missed by Hamilton. Red Devils with 6 turnovers now in the second half. They've cut down on the turnover number, but their offense has been stagnant. Lauderdale has not played the majority of the quarter because of the 3 fouls. 1:17 remaining. We'll see her immediately come in at the beginning of the 4th. Bounce pass will find Martin. Martin cross over the left hand, driving, and a foul call. Going to get Heaven Stevens. She will pick up number 2 for the Red Devils. That is team foul number 5. Indians again will go to Hamilton. 3-pointer off the back of the rim. Rebounded by the Indians, and somehow they came away with it. Hamilton got away with the travel. Hamilton lost it on the sideline and then turns it over. It's like helter-skelter at times. Heaven Stevens will come out and catch heck from her head coach. Get it? Creech inbounding again. The press put on by the Indians. Here's Orr. Orr crossed the timeline, lost it. Turnover Richmond. Back the other way. Here's Hamilton, and Hamilton can't get it to go. A rebound by the Indians, and a foul called on the Red Devils. The rebound went to Landis Hill. 42.9 to go in the quarter. Entry inside, and that was fair, and the Red Devils may have gotten away with a foul. Another turnover by the Indians. They have 22. Here is the 3-point attempt, top of the key, missed. as Anna Creech can't find the range outside, and Indians will get the basketball back with 31.5 to go. Ron Anderson, assistant coach, he's been there. That is, looks like that is Sim Lacey. He's been there since I was coaching. Here's Barnes to Hamilton. Red Devils extend the defense and another turnover. I can see why both these coaches have no hair. They'll have less by the time this is over with. Red Devils with 28 turnovers. Anderson with 23. Creech on the inbound, and that one is going to be nearly thrown away, and it goes out of bounds and last touched by the Indians. Richmond may have caught a break right there. It went off the hands of Barnes of Anderson. 13.2 remaining. Creech will inbound and knocked out of play again. Creech again inbounding. Here is, and a over and back right there. And boy, you hate that is something you don't expect from an upperclassman, as Mullins unable to keep it from going over and back. That'll be turnover number 29 now by Richmond. 9 seconds remaining. And the ball turned over by the Indians. And here is the end of the quarter, and this is one ugly basketball game right now. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, it's Anderson 36 and Richmond 28. Stay right there. The fourth quarter coming up in just a moment. This is Richmond basketball, Radio Troy Digital Sports.
It's summertime, the kids are home, and traffic on your carpet is pretty heavy. Let Georgia Direct install stain-proof, waterproof carpet that's easy to take care of and gives your home a fresh new look. Georgia Direct has great-looking carpet, colorful tile, beautiful hardwood flooring, and more. And for the kitchen, the Georgia Direct showroom features lots of new cabinets and design ideas. Georgia Direct in Richmond, National Road East, exit 156A, just off I-70, next to Red Lobster. For price, selection, experience, and service, it's Georgia Direct.
For the second time tonight, Richmond held to just 8 points in the quarter. And now we begin period number 4. We'll be back here tomorrow as the Richmond girls will play a much better team than they're playing here tonight in the Anderson Indians. So Lauderdale will inbound the basketball. Here's Creech. Maybe use Creech out front to try to alleviate Lauderdale getting another foul because she controls the ball as much as she does. Lauderdale drives, feeds inside, and Woolridge misses the layup. Red Devils had a chance right there to get an easy 2. Here's Hamilton. Skip pass will find Martin. Back to Hamilton. The entry pass, the turn, the shot, the miss by Grimes. Offensive rebound put back no. Another offensive rebound put back no by Tiana Ford. And yet the Indians come away with it again. Well, there's no mystery to why both these teams may struggle this year. They just don't shoot it well, and they don't take care of the basketball very well. It's a very small sample, just a couple of games into the year, but it is not pretty. Entry pass again, nearly stolen away as Hamilton comes away with it for Anderson. Here's the drive by Ford and a foul call. This will be Tyra Ford. They got Creech. It'll be number 4 on Creech. So the Red Devils will have to go young again as Allen back in, the 5'10 freshman. And here is Tyra Ford, 13 points by Ford. And she'll be there for 2 and missed the first one. Well, Creech will sit down. I don't think she'll be there very long, but they got to buy a couple of minutes right here. Second free throw's on the way and good. Anderson trying to beat Richmond for the third straight time, and right now they lead it by 9. Richmond another turnover. Here's a shot on the baseline, good by Hamilton. And Richmond in trouble now in the fourth quarter, but back the other way. Layup good by Allen. Allen, the freshman, now with 6. Richmond down by 9, 6:34 to go here in the fourth quarter. And Anderson's going to spread it out a little bit. They want to use some clock right here. They're going to make Richmond come out and play, but again, I don't think Anderson can hold on to it. And there's no doubt about that at all. They don't play the style of basketball that enables them to hold it. And if you're not used to holding the ball, it's like a duck out of water. It's like salt without pepper. And then the Red Devils give it right back. 10 turnovers in the second half. Shot in the lane, no good by Hamilton. Rebounded by Lauderdale. Lauderdale's been shut out here in the second half. They've got to get her offense going. Richmond trails it by 9. There's a shot on the way, good by Tierra Wright. 3-point bucket, her second of the day. Red Devils down by 6. Richmond half-court trap again. Hamilton drives in the lane, feeds it underneath, bucket good. Big bucket by Tiana Ford, but give the assist to Hamilton. She broke down the Richmond defense, and that was the key. And now Tiana Ford to the line. Ford now with 10. The foul's going to be called on Heaven Stevens. They only have 1 on Stevens. I've got her for 3. Free throw's on the way, and it is no good. Another offensive rebound by the Indians. They're just cleaning up the boards. Richmond is not rebounding here tonight, so you look at this one, it's easy to figure out. Turnovers and offensive rebounds for the Indians. And they play tomorrow night. That's a better East Central team and a bigger East Central team than what you're seeing here tonight in Anderson. Foul is on Allen, her second. This time the free throw is no good by Tiana Ford, and she will get 1 more. I don't know, we don't keep rebounding numbers ourselves, but I can tell you right now, Anderson has just cleaned off the offensive glass. Second one is no good. Long rebound by Heaven Stevens. And the Red Devils have 5:40 to go, trailing it by 8. Here's Lauderdale, still shut out in the second half. 8 points at halftime, but again had to sit out a lot in the third quarter because of foul trouble. And boy, I don't know where that pass was going. Another turnover by Richmond. Here come the Indians again. And they give it right back. Boy, nobody takes care of the basketball. Here's Hurley on the drive against Hamilton. Hurley out now to Wright. And boy, I tell you what, that was close to being out of bounds by Hurley. Misses the shot, rebounded by Tyra Ford, and a foul called in Richmond. Heaven Stevens. I'm not so sure that if you look back at the tape that Braxton Hurley wasn't out of bounds when she got the basketball. I'm a little surprised the official didn't see that. Boy, but now Richmond will come back with Mullins. Here is Ford at the line once again. This is a 1-and bonus. Free throws on the way, and nope, I take that back because that's 10 fouls on Richmond, so it'll be double bonus. Heaven Stevens coming out. They have her for 4 finally. 5:04 remaining. Second free throw is good. So Ford will get 1 of 2. Red Devils down by 9. Here's Hurley. Hurley against Hamilton. Hamilton, very good defensive player, a lot of quickness. Hurley, double screen on the top. Hurley in the corner. Once again in the hands of Mullins. Back outside now to Wright. We still haven't seen, I'm not sure Lauderdale's even shot the basketball as we have a collision underneath. And going down hard was Barnes, and they're going to get Barnes on the foul. Barnes will pick up number 4. Team foul number 4, I believe, on the Indians. 4:39 to go in the fourth. And they kick the pass out front, stolen away. Another turnover by Richmond. Here come the Indians again. On the drive, Ford down the lane. Easy shot by Tyra Ford. She had a path to the basket that was way too big, and the Red Devils down by 11. Richmond in trouble as we're halfway through the fourth. Hurley driving off the glass, no good. Ball tipped into the hands of Allen, stripped from behind. Lauderdale comes away with it. Goes in the corner, shoots from 3, missed it. Ball loose on the floor, and it will go out of bounds, and it'll go back over to the Indians. And Richmond's going to get a timeout. We will take a timeout as well. Red Devils trail this one 44-33 in the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard.
For the past 35 years, Van Vliet Insurance has built a reputation of bringing a personal touch. That's because at Van Vliet, it's all about you, your needs, your life, and our town. Along with providing quality coverage to individuals, families, and local businesses, we're proud of our community and the opportunity we have to protect your future within it. Van Vliet Insurance, an Erie Insurance representative. Hometown professionals at work for you.
You know, we'd mentioned the Richmond girls back here tomorrow. The Richmond boys will open up their season coming up on November 22nd against New Pal. We'll have it for you right here. The only place you can see Richmond basketball is Radio Troy Digital Sports. Should mention this too, the only place you can see head coach Rick Wedlow and his comments are Radio Troy Digital Sports. And the only place you can hear from the players is Radio Troy Digital Sports. By the way, speaking of that, the only place you're going to get all the scores in the Richmond area tomorrow morning is RadioTroy.com on the sports page, brought to you by Subway. We'll have the NBA, we'll have high school sports, we'll have the NHL, college basketball, though many of the IU fans may be ready to jump off a bridge tonight after Indiana State is beating Indiana and beating them badly. But we'll have all the scores for you either tonight or tomorrow morning right here on RadioTroy.com. Indians lead it by 11. And they turn it over again. 27 turnovers by the Indians. Lauderdale with the basketball. 3.5 minutes remaining. Not a whole lot of time. We're a team that just can't put the ball in the basket here tonight. Here is Wright. We'll find Hurley. Bypasses the screen. Takes it to the baseline and scores. Red Devils down by 9. Hurley with 10 points. Here's Hamilton across the timeline. One thing, again, the Indians are not a basketball team that can hold on very long. They do not do a good job at all doing that. And there's a prime example right there. They just threw it away. Anderson is the kind of team that they will let you back in a game. You could be down by 10 with 2 minutes to go, and they'll let you back in because they just can't hold on to the basketball either. And if Richmond had cut down on some of their turnovers tonight, I don't think there's any doubt they'd won this game. And they got to get Lauderdale going. Here's Hurley on the drive again. Missed the layup. Left it way short. Rebound. Here's Ford across the timeline. 2.5 minutes to go. Red Devils trapping at midcourt, and she stepped over the line, and there's a turnover. Boy, I tell you what, here's the thing that can drive you nuts is the mentality of your players. When you see the trap coming, you don't just go into it, you back away from it. I think the Indians are going to get a timeout right here, and they will. We'll take a timeout as well on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Red Devils trail it by 9.
Our community. It's where we live. It's where we work. It's where we play. At West End Bank, we're not just in the community, we're a part of the community. And that's why we support over 100 programs for local nonprofits and schools, including our financial literacy program that positively impacts countless students throughout the area. You bank locally, so we give back locally to watch people grow with endless possibilities.
There you see head coach Casey Polens as he talks to his basketball team, trying to rally down by 9, 2:30 to go. The Red Devils have managed only 7 points in this fourth quarter and only 15 in the entire second half. Richmond had success trapping the Indians at midcourt, and I'm sure the Red Devils will do that again. They don't want to go full court simply for the fact that Anderson has the type of speed they can beat you down the floor, but they don't like that half-court trap at all. Red Devils basketball, 2:31 to go, but now Richmond cannot afford to turn the ball over at all the rest of the way. Here's Hurley, looks inside to Stevens. He wasn't paying attention, but Richmond got it back. Here's Lauderdale. Gets the screen from Woolridge. Lauderdale picks up her dribble. Nowhere to go with it. Now it'll be Stevens. Too much time coming off the clock. Richmond needs to score quickly. Lauderdale deep in the corner, guarded closely there by Tyra Ford. Lauderdale drives, missed it, and coming away with it will be the Indians. Barnes will get it to the playmaker Hamilton. 2 minutes to go. Red Devils down by 9. Hamilton drives in the lane, kicks it back outside to Barnes. Indians right now, they don't have to score again. They can just play with it all they want to, and there's a traveling call. Why go in there? See, that makes absolutely no sense. Basketball IQ. You don't have to score again. Make them come foul you if you're the Indians. You just simply gave the possession back. So now Richmond has a chance. Again, down by 9, but they've got to hurry. Here is Hurley. Can't penetrate with the basketball. Nearly lost it at a bounce. Tried to go by Hamilton. Bypasses the screen. Here's Hurley again, driving down the lane. Bucket good. Red Devils trail it by 7. 1:27 to go. Here's Hamilton. She's going to take it herself, and a foul call. They're going to get Allen on the foul. That's probably not a bad foul because you will put Anderson at the line, and they're not a very good shooting team. In fact, Hamilton has not made a free throw here tonight. Plus, you stop the clock. Minute 24 to go. There you go. Second free throw. Got the second. So Hamilton will get a big free throw there, 45-37. Here's Lauderdale. Lauderdale losing the basketball, regains in the corner, kicks it out. Here's Hurley for 3, no. And Richmond continues to struggle from the outside. They have hit a couple of threes, but the 2 threes they have hit in this one, they've hit 3 or 4 threes. One by Hurley, one by Lauderdale, but those came in the first quarter. Since then, it's been Kiera Wright, one of their post players. Red Devils, you see they'll trap. 1:10 to go. Indians want to get it in the hands of Hamilton. They will. Hamilton goes back now to Martin. Martin, she can be dangerous only from the standpoint she'll turn the ball over. Indians want the ball in the hands of Hamilton. Quick feed underneath, and Hamilton tried to force it inside. Another turnover by the Indians, with the Red Devils down to 50 seconds to go. Here's Hurley. Hurley will drive, but a foul called, and that'll be against Aaron Martin. That's going to be team foul number 5. So the Red Devils will not go to the free throw line with 47.8 to go. Red Devils trying to inbound from the baseline. Better hurry. Wright kicks it outside, and Lauderdale throws it back across, and the Red Devils turn it over again. 13 turnovers in the second half, and Richmond's going to lose this tonight as they'll look to trap now and try to get a foul here and get the clock stopped, and that'll go against Wright. So unofficially, Richmond with 34 turnovers. Well, it's better than what they had in the first half. They had 21 at the half. This will put Desiree Barnes at the line. Again, everything double bonus. So Richmond will have to regroup and think about tomorrow. Second free throw. The Indians got two big free throws right there by Barnes. And the Red Devils down by 10. 30 seconds remaining as Hurley will find Allen. They got to get a shot up here. Doesn't matter now. Allen starts to drive, gets cut off, looks for an opening underneath. Here's Woolridge off the bottom of the backboard. Allen gets the loose basketball. 13 seconds to go. If you're the Indians, you just let them score. Doesn't matter now. Lauderdale misses the three, and the rebound, and this one's over. Ford gets the rebound, and it's in the books. Anderson on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. They come to the Tiernan Center, get their first win of the year as they beat the Red Devils 47-37. We'll come back and wrap it up in a moment. This has been Richmond Girls Basketball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Indiana University East is growing. Enrollment has doubled since 2007, and IU East is the university of choice in this region. With athletic programs, internship opportunities, bachelor's and master's degrees, and a growing number of degree programs on campus and online, it is easy to see why IU East is a leader on campus and in the community. Learn more about the many opportunities Indiana University East offers at iue.edu. IU. Focused on you.
Hey, this is Steve, and out at Jiffy Lube the other day, a customer came in and said, Steve, this was my 100th oil change on this car, and you've done them all.
Hi, my name is George Farrell, and I've been coming to Jiffy Lube for over 14 years. I recently just had my 100th oil change. I'd like to thank Steve Funkhauser and his staff for the great service that they've provided me over the years. Thank you to all, and I would recommend anyone to come to Jiffy Lube to get their car serviced.
Jiffy Lube, #1 in customer satisfaction for a reason.
Little Sheba's Restaurant and Zini's Place. Come join us in Richmond at 175 Fort Wayne Avenue or at our newest location in Centerville at 129 East Main Street. Grab one of our gourmet pizzas, a deluxe sandwich, steak or fresh salad, and an ice-cold beer or your favorite wine. Featuring live music every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday, plus more in our smoke-free environment. 10% discount with a valid student ID. It's better than being home. The Purdue Polytechnic Institute in Richmond is part of a statewide network that offers the same technology degrees available in West Lafayette. The benefit of earning your degree at the Richmond location is that the campus is small enough to provide you with dedicated one-to-one attention while you earn your degree from Purdue University. Purdue Polytechnic of Richmond. Give them a call at 973-8228 or go to their website for more information at polytechnic.purdue.edu.
Well, Richmond losing tonight 47-37. The Red Devils now 1-1 overall, 0-1 in the NCC. Let's see here. The 13 turnovers in the second half. They finished with 34 turnovers and 37 points. Richmond led by Braxton Hurley with 12, Lauderdale with 8, all coming in the first half. Wright finished with 6, Allen with 6, 3 by Mullins and 2 by Creech. That rounded out the Red Devils scoring. Hamilton 10 points for Anderson. Martin finished with 2 points by Hill. 17 points by Tyra Ford. 10 points by Tiana Ford. Barnes finished with 5 and a single point tonight by Grimes as the Indians now 1-2 overall and 1-0 in the NCC. So Richmond back here tomorrow. They'll take on the Trojans of East Central. We'll be on the air at around 7:15. Tip-off time at around 7:30. If you can't be here tomorrow night, join us right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports. But your final score tonight, Richmond trails from about the beginning of this one on. They'll be led early, but the Indians come back. Richmond, again, the big key in this one, the 34 turnovers, and they went nearly scoreless for 5 minutes in that second quarter. That put them in the hole. They hung around, but just couldn't pull this one out here tonight as the Red Devils lose it 47-37. Thanks for being with us. This has been Richmond Girls Basketball on Radio Troy Digital Sports.